Welcome into the local and community issues and answers right here on WVTN television and WVCT radio station right here with Jonathan Lawson. So glad to have in the studio today Debbie Long. She is the director of God's Food Pantry from Somerset.
Thank you very much for having me.
So glad to have you here. Now tell us a little bit about God's Food Pantry. How did this get started?
Well, initially 30 years ago, we just celebrated our 30th anniversary. The Ministerial Association came together with the city and county government entities and decided that there was some additional needs out there.
Right.
And we had a lady named Sister Marty, who was very active in the community, and everybody knew her, loved her, and she has moved on to Iowa and is working with another ministry, but she helped start this ministry.
Now, what does God's Food Pantry exactly do? They supply people with food, or they help people get food, or how does this work?
Well, what we do is we give out grocery baskets of food, and those are given to people who live in Pulaski County.
Okay.
And they take those food items home and prepare them for their families.
Oh, that's wonderful. And there's so many people that can use this service and need this service. I mean, what are some of the food items? Canned goods or things like that?
Well, a variety of different kinds of canned goods, various different vegetables,
okay,
canned meats, various kinds of soup, and kind of condiments and things like that. Anything that you would purchase for your family and take home and serve on your table, we provide to our clients who come in.
Oh, that is so wonderful. Now, how long have you been with God's Food Pantry?
8 years.
8 years.
That's right. Getting ready to celebrate 8th anniversary. So.
And I'm very sure within the 8 years experience that you've helped so many families and seen so many people that desperately need this service.
There is a huge need in this whole area. So, we're lucky to be there, and I've been kind of on a learning curve this entire 8 years. It's grown significantly.
Right.
I know when I started, there was around 2,300 families or so a year that would receive help, but now we're almost to 10,000 families a year. So nearly 19,000 people received help in 2011.
So now this takes a lot of people and a lot of people as a team working together. You just can't have one or two people serving all this community and doing this.
That's right. There's usually around 25 to 30 volunteers every week that come into the pantry and help stock the shelves and sort groceries and make pickups and deliveries of different items from various donors.
Right.
And they, stock the shelves and fill the carts and greet the clients when they come through.
Oh, that is so good.
And so on. So.
Now, what are ways that, people that's watching or listening by the way of TV and radio, what are ways that they can apply for this food giveaway? If they're desperately in need, how can they do that?
Well, we're very fortunate to be one of the pantries that are open Monday through Friday. And we are open to clients to come in from 11 to 2:30 each of those days. We're closed on holidays, federal holidays and so on. Right now we're on Christmas break, so our volunteers can also enjoy their families. And they come in during that time and they bring in information such as like a utility bill or something that shows their current physical address, and picture IDs for the adults in the home. And for the pantry items alone, we ask, they provide Social Security numbers so that we can track them in our Access database.
That is so wonderful. What if, like somebody watching or listening knows a family that needs the services, but like we was talking about before, maybe they're a little too proud to call themselves?
Well, a lot of people bring their neighbors or friends by and come in with them the first time and help get them registered and signed up for the helps and things that we have.
Right.
And they can pick that up and take it home and fix it for their family. And once they visited that first time, oftentimes, you know, they feel more comfortable to come in on their own.
Right, and you know, this is just overwhelming how great this is, because you know, such a feeling inside being able to help somebody and supply people with that food or with that drink that they don't have. You know, a lot of people, you know, may be living in a crisis, hard times, or whatever, but you all are there helping people, and man, that gives you a sense of pride.
It does. It really is nice to be able to see the families go out with the food that they need.
Right.
There's a lot of course, have children. There's a lot of people that are working, what they call working poor, where mom and dad are both working and, you know, have 2, 3, 4 children, and they are having a hard time still making ends meet with paying the bills, and they just need that little assistance. And it's gratifying to see the kids' reactions when they get special treats, and we get local grocery stores and things that donate baked good items, and when they see they get to take a cake or a pie or something home, they can get really excited about having that for dessert that night.